Oh My Dog with Jack D and Seann Walsh.
Coming up on today's episode, Alex Lowe joins us to talk about his tree climbing rescue, and Jack gives us a beautiful rendition of the old Toblerone advert. As you can see, we forgot to record this intro on the day, and so I am doing it from a car in Piccadilly Circus. So once again, I'm having to save the day. Enjoy the app.
How are you? You okay? Bit of a delay, is there?
Good.
Is there a bit of a delay?
No, I didn't. Sorry, I just didn't say anything. What's You seem rushed.
I seem rushed. I mean, I've been trying to catch up on the phone on my messages, and so I'm just surprised because I was about to get ready and think, okay, I'm going to sit down in front of my computer, make a cup of tea, do the podcasts with Sarah and Sean, and they go, I'm locked out. That's the text I get. That's from Sean. I'm locked out. What are you?
Yes, sorry.
It's like having a 9-year-old in my life again. I'm past that point. I don't need it. And everyone's involved.
I know.
Everyone's anxious about working with you now. Sarah was stressed.
And the thing is, you made it anyway, so we have all this drama, all this chaos.
You got in anyway. Poor Mildred is
sorry.
stressed.
I know. I apologise. I actually once I was let into the house by the builders.
Right.
Luckily, the builders turned up at the point I was locked out.
Yeah.
To let me in. So I'd then forgotten that I told you.
So
I was
they
locked
turned
out.
up at.
So you weren't. I've realised you weren't.
They turned up at
expecting
10:15, did they?
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
expecting them at 9, and then,
Yeah, exactly.
as luck would have it, 15 minutes past 10. Well, anyway, okay.
Precisely. And I also banged my shin, which I told you, but it really hurt. It really,
No
really
one is
hurt.
sympathetic. I
Get
can
a
see on the
blow-by-blow
timeline
account.
here, no one has said, oh, poor you, how was your shin? How did you bang your shin?
I gave it a laugh emoji.
No, you did. How did you bang your shin?
Our pram was in the front garden, and when I realised I was locked out, I kind of turned round like quickly. Like, oh God! And then bang! Ow! So, yeah. The key safe, and the reason, because remember the reason this hasn't happened in a long time is because of the key safe.
Yes.
But the key safe has become rusty.
Yeah,
and is no longer reliable.
no.
You can't. The key.
Yeah.
I get locked out, but the key is actually locked in the key safe.
Okay. Was that the key safe that
can't
I
get the
gave
key
you?
out the key
I
safe.
gave you a key safe, didn't I? Is it the same one or?
No, it's the old one from the previous owners.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah, because the one we sent you, you just kept in your office, didn't you? Didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I think it's still in one of the drawers here. Yeah. But
So
that's
you could
because
replace
Jack
the
didn't-
key safe.
Well, I could, but I don't know how to put a key safe on a wall, do I? I don't.
I think it's a.
You can't expect me to do everything.
Okay, don't worry. We're here now. We're here.
Everything. Anything?
Yeah. do I have to do anything around here?
It's difficult because obviously we'll edit this all out because we don't want listeners to think that, oh, maybe this isn't the slick, polished podcast that I'm used to listening to. Behind the scenes, there seems to be some kind of disagreement about competence.
It's for our listeners that have been with us the whole time, because back in the beginning, this was almost the beginning to every episode.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Mildred in when you were locked out, or were you with Mildred?
I was with Mildred. I was just coming back from a mini walk with Mildred, where actually this brings us to dog-related incidents.
Okay.
I was with Mildred in the cafe, and I was meeting my friend, who I'd love to get on at some point, comedian Caroline Maybe, who's got a little sausage dog,
Dachshund.
and
Dachshund.
Dachshund. Yeah. The Dachshund, and they were really calm around each other. It was really surprising. We were like, oh, that's good, isn't it? And then Caroline put the Dachshund on her lap, so the Dachshund was now higher than Mildred.
Yes.
And they just stared at each other for ages, like, nose to nose. And then it kind of, we couldn't work out who went first, but they went for each other.
Oh,
Really?
no.
It was terrifying, yeah.
Oh my word! How did you
It was out of
separate? Did you have to
nowhere.
separate
They'd just
them?
been staring. Yeah. We just put, it was, that was absolutely fine because it was kind of just one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we had to grab them
Yeah,
back.
ooh.
Yeah. But I don't know what was, we don't know, but, we don't know the dog language. Something, I'd love to know what happened there. They're staring at each other. And then what's happened that's
Yeah.
made the other one go, no, you are
No,
having it. Get here now. It's like being at a Weatherspoons.
Was there a split second of one of them going first?
We really, it was
tell.
that quick. We couldn't tell who went, but I had to, Mildred looked a bit
100%
sad
honesty,
afterwards, so
Sean. Secretly, did you think it was Caroline's dog's fault?
Definitely. 100%. 100%. 100%.
I think that perhaps the Dachshund wasn't happy with the way Mildred was looking at it and wanted to see Mildred off a bit. I say that from experience. With Juniper.
Okay.
Yeah, she will make the first bark to get rid of
Small dog
somebody.
Thing. They just think it's like I might as well give them a shot across the bow because that's really my only strategy. I can't defend myself if it attacks me. So my best bet now is to try and scare it. And that's what Dolly does all the time with every dog she meets, really. If it shows too much interest and looks at her for too long, then she'll snap at it. And even the biggest dogs will go, all right, mate, just saying hello. And she stares dogs out as well, which is the hilarious thing. She'll stare dogs out and kind of be on guard as they're going past. Eat a really big dog, and she'll like look at it. And as it walks away, then she'll turn around and just watch it go, almost as if she's saying, "Yeah, you think you're big? I could have had you."
Yeah, walk on.
It's such a bluff. It's unbelievable.
But Caroline mentioned, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but she said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have put, oh God, I can't remember if the dog was a boy or girl. Forgive me. But I shouldn't have put the dog on her lap because she was then higher than Mildred.
Right.
And that perhaps caused some sort of tension.
Yeah.
Because the Dachshund was looking down.
Yeah. Oh, it's a difficult thing though, isn't it? When your friends' dogs don't get on with your dog, it's a little bit difficult. Creates a tension, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. But they were actually they were fine after that. We just pulled them under the tables. And just quickly, an update before we find out how Dolly and Juniper are. An update on Mildred's barking in the garden.
Yes.
After we chatted to our dog expert Simon Parimarello, who gave us gave me some tips on how to stop Mildred barking in the garden. She's basically been terrible at barking in the garden her entire life. And it's really, really worked. It's worked. She doesn't bark in the garden. I have to, as I said, we're at the same stage we were last week. I open the door, I give her a cuddle, I sit her down, I just stroke her for a moment, and we're done.
Just remind us what the strategy is. Because Mildred goes to the back door, and when she gets let out, she barks and barks and barks. And Simon said, relieve some of that tension before she goes out. Is that by squeezing a ball and letting her play with that, and then
Yes. Yeah, but get rid of, Mildred is so desperate to get out the back. She wants to run to the back. She wants to bark. She's going for it. She's ready. And just exactly that, just to loosen that screw, let some of that tension out. And I just do it by I think he used the word attention. He might have done, but that's how I kind of took that, I suppose. It just gave her some attention. The stroked her, let her give me a little kiss. In fact, what it seems to be coming into is, before I let you into the garden, give me a little kiss on the nose. And she just licks my nose, and then I let her out.
Okay. And that seems to have done it now. Brilliant.
Yeah. So we're not at the stage where I could just open the back door, but it really is an incredible improvement. It's amazing. So, and that's not been long, has it? That's I think
2 weeks or something.
A couple of weeks or something.
No time at all.
Yeah. So if any listeners are struggling with their dogs barking, or indeed any other hosts on the show struggle with their dogs barking.
You're trying to say something, Sean. Just come out of it.
It's a good way of doing it. But does Juniper, because obviously we know she barks at people coming past the front of the house. Does she, if you open the back door, is it the same thing of running out and barking?
No, she doesn't do what Mildred does. It's only if there are people in the vicinity that she's seeing off. Yeah, or she thinks there are people there.
But the vicinity is getting bigger and bigger, isn't it?
It's basically Bedford.
Yeah, I think it's really sweet because she's got that little window halfway up the stairs, doesn't she? That she does she look out of that all the time and just, is someone else coming? I better have a bark at that, you know?
Yeah, it's like she's on patrol and
but
she's
also
watching.
Quite nice to have that as well. It's a great, you know, no one is going to, you know, think there's no one there or anything like that. And quite often Dachshunds have more, I don't know, aggressive sounding barks than their personality. That's for sure. Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah, we've spoken before about the fact they've got, because of how they're built, their lungs are bigger, so their bark is really loud. And it's not like somebody could sneak around the back and it would be, you know, they'd get away with it. She'd be onto them straight away.
That's brilliant. That's good stuff.
Very nice. And how's Dolly?
Yeah, Dolly is okay. She's we're kind of a little bit kind of keeping an eye on her, really, because I think it's an age thing with her. As you know, we didn't know how old she was when we got her. And so she might have been 2 or she might have been 4 or perhaps even older. So we've had her, 10 years now. So she's an elderly dog regardless, but there are points where we think, is her behaviour to do with old age and becoming a little bit, maybe, I don't want to use the dementia word without knowing for sure. And we're concerned that perhaps either her hearing or her sight is going, maybe both, I don't know. But we've had quite a few occasions where she just she gets upset in the night when in the dark and can't get back on the bed and things like that. So we've had to we're just monitoring it. I don't think it's cause to take her to the vet because I'm not a believer in that unless you've got real symptoms that you can describe, really. We're just being very careful with her and very mindful of the fact that she is older than she sometimes appears. I mean, luckily, she still has these moments where she'll zoom around the house, and that's lovely. But there are other times when she is definitely can be a bit more tetchy than she used to be, and definitely a bit more nervy, I suppose is the word. So she's easily alarmed on a walk, for instance. And she'll sort of cower if something comes up to her. You think maybe she just can't see what that is. You know, that it's like a big leaf is blowing down, and she'll think, "What the hell's this?" You know, she can't quite see.
Okay. And what's the kind of thing? Do you know the kind of thing that's upsetting her at night?
Well, no, we don't. I mean, we thought at one point that it was there's a building. We've got builders next door, and they left some great big board leaning up against the wall, and when we had that very windy night a couple of weeks ago, and this board just kept being sort of blown and then it would bang against the wall again. Now, understandably, that upset her. She didn't like that. But since we've had just other things where she's just you can't fathom what the problem is. So we'll turn the light on and leave the light on for a bit, and she'll settle down again. And it's but it seems to be more regular than it used to be, and you'd expect someone to not be as nervy as that, but it is just a thing of a dog getting a bit older. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I've got an idea of something I'm going to send you, Jack. Just a little light that you can, a low level light that you put along. People put it on skirting boards and stuff. You could put that by the step that she has going up to the bed. And then, that might help her locate it and, just know where she is. And it's really low level, so it's not going to bother you.
That's a good idea. I had thought of one of those nursery lights you plug into the mains, and it's just a little bit of a glow, just so it'll, just give her something to see. That is probably a good idea. I'm sure you're right. Yeah. That'd be good.
Yes. And in regards to like going to the vets, I've got this thing that you could have, and on it says, just stop being such a cheapskate.
I mean, I think most people know with dogs, there's a balance to be weighed out between your dog getting stressed and actually being told something you already know. Clearly, if there was some obvious physical problem, then we would be down there. But yes, no, look, I won't lie. It does cross my mind. How much is this going to cost me?
You know that I just had to make an emergency trip.
Yes, I know.
Vet.
Well, of course you did.
God, of course.
Tell us about, because we heard all about it. But was it? It was a Toblerone. Was it from Easter? It
was a Toblerone. It was a giant Toblerone, which I thought I'd left out of reach, but clearly not. And what happened was I was making Juniper's breakfast in the kitchen, and I could hear her pulling at she sometimes gets out of the recycling a little box and she'll whip it up, and that's fine. Don't mind her doing that. It's a bit of entertainment for her. So I could hear this, and it was outside, and I thought, she must have got a box. Anyway, I go out, and I see it's a Toblerone box, and then my mind catches up that there's actual chocolate, and then I see that she's been eating it. So I immediately text Simon, which is what I always do, and he sent me, I'm going to link it to this episode, a website where you put the weight of your dog, you put the type of chocolate and roughly the amount they've eaten, and it tells you what the danger level is. And it said no effects, right? But then I looked up online that Toblerone contains this thing called theobromine, and that is toxic to dogs and it can affect their heart. So I rang the vets and I told them what had happened. And what I'd done is I'd seen the chunk that she'd eaten, and I measured it, I weighed it up against another full chunk to see how much she'd eaten. It's been quite scientific about it. And it was about 10 to 15 grams, I think she'd eaten. So I called the vets, I told them about it. They went and checked, and they said it's a medium risk for her size. But because of that extra weird component in the nougat, I thought, I just can't risk it. So I took her in. They were great. They're always great in the vets. And they gave her a drop in her eye to induce sickness. And they took her away for an hour, and I waited, and she was sick. And then I brought her home, and poor thing was so poorly that day. She was just, feeling very sorry for herself. But I thought, better to be safe than sorry. I just didn't want to risk this strange theobromine and see what, what could happen with that.
Well, that's a properly concerning thing to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, she's absolutely fine now.
Where did the Toblerone come from? Because I always think you only ever see it at airports.
Yeah.
We'd popped out with the kids to a department store that had them, and I was like, I'll have one of those. And do enjoy a bit of it.
When you say it that way, it sounds like you didn't pay for it, Sarah. Is this something you want to tell us?
I hid it under my coat. It is massive. It's a giant one.
And the kids distracting the staff, and then away you go. I suppose there's some sort of karmic justice there, isn't there?
Yes, got my comeuppance. No, but she was fine, thank goodness. She was absolutely fine, and she's back to normal completely. The next day she was fine.
So to go back to the beginning about this app, sorry, no, was it an app? It was a website.
It's a website, yeah.
So what's this terrible website that is giving you misinformation?
Well, to be fair, in the app you could only say if it was chocolate. You couldn't go, by the way, it's got this extra nougat in it. So, with that,
it's not put the brand in.
No. It's not that
I thought it was like you could put. Oh, right. I thought it was like putting, Mars bar. Do you know a Mars bar? Is a Mars bar okay?
Do you remember the old adverts for Toblerone? Do you remember the TV advert? Toblerone out on its own with triangular honey made from triangular bees. On triangular mountains and triangular trees. I don't know how it went, but that was like that. That was it.
I vaguely remember.
And also, do you know,
Jack? Have you been taking acid?
Also, do you know how the name came about? Toblerone. Yeah.
No.
Well, it was a guy called Tobler who came up with chocolate bars, and he tried different ones, and then he eventually went back to, I'm going to go back to Tobler 1. that was the template, and that's the one he stuck with, and it became Toblerone. So yeah, and yet Sandy Toxvig gets QI. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I'm just saying.
I wonder what Tobler 2 and Tobler 3
Yeah, they
were
obviously
like.
didn't work out as well. But I mean, he probably tried square and tried round, and then he just went back to triangular. Yeah.
Oh,
there you are. So,
well, hopefully you can get back on as a guest, Jack.
look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I do or don't. At this point.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very, very stoic of you. Well done. So you put it in this website, and then did you not trust the website then?
No, like I say, because it had that extra weird ingredient. And I just thought, well, that is the part that's toxic. That's really toxic. If she just had that amount of chocolate, I probably wouldn't have had to go to the vet. But because it had the nougat extra, I thought, I just can't risk it. And it wasn't a very pleasant experience, and it certainly wasn't pleasant on my bank account either. But afterwards, I spoke to Simon, and he said, claim on your insurance.
Oh.
And I hadn't thought of that.
And have you?
I have. I haven't heard back yet. But yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go. It's £100 excess anyway.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, that's what it's there for, isn't it? Because it was a one-off thing.
And hopefully that won't increase your premium next time.
No, it says it shouldn't.
If you do that'd be great. Let's wait and find out whether they pay for that or not. That's exactly what insurance is for, that kind of occasion. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a result. For people, especially as you didn't pay for the chocolate in the first place. So it'd be great to hear. Great to hear from other listeners out there how their dogs, chocolate based experiences with their dogs is the thing. Yeah. And I wondered, I wondered, did Juniper know it's the, you don't know what happens, but does she know it was the eye drop that then made her queasy? Why have they put that? Why have they put that in my eye to make me feel sick? And
their third eyelid, it came over her eye. Oh. Yeah, they said that'll stop in a few hours, but it was obviously unpleasant. Just unpleasant around. I felt so bad for her. Before we close this case, just one last question. You said you thought you kept the Toblerone out of sight.
Oh.
Where'd
you put it? Here's Columbo.
Okay.
Just one more question.
Just one last thing. Sorry to interrupt your pool party.
Well, I just think these are the questions that are going to be coming at you from the insurance.
That's true. Yes.
Oh gosh, I didn't realise that was going to happen. Right. Well, it was on a chair, but it's not a chair that she normally could reach. But she and the thing about it is she'd taken it from the chair and then taken it outside, so she knew what she was doing.
Oh, okay. That's victim blaming, isn't it? Yeah. What chair is it that she normally can't reach? Is it like a stool in the kitchen or something?
No, it's the one I'm sitting on right now.
But she could reach that, I imagine. It's not a high chair, is it?
Yeah. I thank you for contacting us, Mrs. Morgan Beckett. But on this occasion, we will not be giving you.
We've spoken with DCI Walsh, and he said that there are various unanswered questions connected with the case.
We have some CCTV footage from Debenhams.
Thanks, right.
Oh, dear.
Sorry to interrupt. Just quickly, a reminder that myself, Jack and Sarah are now on patreon.com. So if this isn't enough for you, you can sign up and become a member at patreon.com/OMDpod, where we will go off lead. That's the name. Oh My Dog goes off lead, where we kind of go off topic, away from dogs, and we chat about what you want to talk about, or we just catch up, and it's a lot of fun. People seem to be really enjoying it. So there's a little link in the episode description. Just tap that, sign up, and we'll see you there. Back to the episode. Well, we've got a guest.
Yeah, we have got a guest, haven't we? Which is fantastic.
Today's guest is Alex Lowe, best known as the brilliantly hapless clairvoyant Clinton Baptiste. He's about to join us. A familiar face from Phoenix Nights and That Peter Kay Thing. Alex has built a cult following through his unforgettable characters. His latest show, Spectral Intercourse, has now extended through to 2027. But today, he's swapping the spirit world for the canine world, as he's here to chat to us about his rescue pup, Millie.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. He's here.
Oh, wonderful.
Alex, thank you very much for joining us. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, I'll just take the dog out for a walk, feeling good.
Okay, so talk us through. You've got Millie, I believe. Tell us all about Millie.
Well, Millie is, I think she's probably 7 years old now. She's a rescue from the Dogs Trust. I'm going to show you a little photo. This is her
Adorable.
and me. She's a sort of, I know everyone at home will be saying, don't let a dog lick your mouth like that. But we like she's a rescue. I think she's probably a cross between a Staffy. We initially thought a Labrador, but she could be part Beagle. I mean, she goes absolutely mad on the fields near us for chasing sort of, little animals and foxes and what have you. So I think she's from an Irish farm somewhere. So I think that possibly that's what she was trained to do. I don't know. It's an instinctive thing as well. But it's great fun going out for a walk with her, unless she gets the scent of something, in which case you're stood around for hours trying to find it.
How old is Millie, do you think?
I think she's probably 7 years old by now. My family know better.
So have you been a dog person all your life, Alex? What's been your dog story?
No, I was really when we had a dog. We had a dog when my kids were really young, when they were babies almost. A Norfolk Terrier called Rollo, and I remember filming something for BBC Three and being in the wilds of Wales, unable to get a signal, and my wife going, "We found this dog. He's like a little teddy bear. We're out in Essex on holiday with the kids. You guys will know this." The amount of holidays I missed because I thought I was about to do something that was going to make my name. That was another holiday I wasn't there. So when you look back at photos and you go, well, where was I? Oh, you were doing a corporate that you thought was going to be the best thing ever. So that was one of those occasions where I was just in with no signal on his phone going, no, dog, no, phoning back. Can you hear me? No, definitely not getting a dog. And when I called, they got the bleeding dog. So I love that dog, little Rollo. And then we didn't have a dog for many years after Rollo. So I didn't really grow up with. We grew up with a cat, and I'm sort of late to the dog party really, and I just love the doggy so much. It's. I mean, you guys know this. It's so it's actually really taken me by surprise.
We always find it just the most amazing thing, especially when you coming in late at night. Jane, my wife, has long since given up, waiting up or even waking up when I come home. But it is lovely to know that there is a sentient being in the house who is aware that it's me and comes down and says hello. It's a lovely thing.
And in terms of Millie, Alex, when did the conversation start again about having another dog?
I don't know really. I think it's been a good few years after Rollo died. Well, we were very upset when he went, so it took a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know what suddenly brought this on. It was just before the lockdown, which was kind of good because we then went out with her all the time. And the one thing you could do was go on the fields near our house, huge open spaces. But I always feel a bit guilty about Rollo because I was not, I was never nasty to him, but I wasn't quite as loving when he first turned up. I think you do have to have everyone's consent before you bring a dog into a house. But Millie, I was going to say this most ridiculous thing. My snoring is so terrible that I sleep in a different room to my wife. and her lover. And so what I do is, Millie was in with me last night, and you know that sort of REM thing that, I mean, we all do it as humans, just sort of shaking, and the paws are going, and she's reliving some chase she had over the fields. So only last night, the woman next door, just here, when she's up at night, she sometimes has some toast in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. And quite often I've woken up thinking, am I having a stroke? Why can I smell burning, toast? And I woke up last night with this smell and the dog shaking. And I thought, oh my God, what's happening? And I thought, I must tell them that tomorrow, but I don't know whether it's a bit grim for some people. But she's in bed and she doesn't mind the snoring too much.
Okay, so she sleeps with you. She sleeps with you. It is. I always wonder what is this dog dreaming about? It's like they're doing that half yapping in their sleep, and they're pretending to run, and some crazy thing going on in their sleep. I love it. Yeah.
I have it in the notes, Alex, that Millie does Millie climb trees?
She climbs trees. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. People can't quite believe it. I mean, I'm talking about 30 foot high.
What?
I mean, really high branches, and goes all the way up there looking for squirrels. She will do anything, to attack any wildlife. And I don't know about your dogs. I'm yet to ask about your dogs, and I'm sure everyone is familiar with which dogs you've got. Can you just quickly give me a rundown?
I've got a Chihuahua called Dolly, who came to us 10 years ago and is probably about 13 or 14 years old. Never thought I'd have a Chihuahua, but she's the most wonderful dog. Yeah. Wow. Seann, your turn.
Yes. Yeah. I've got... it sounds like we're testing the mics for a radio show, doesn't it?
You're testing my patience right now.
Do you have... I got a we got a cockapoo towards the end of lockdown, so it wasn't quite a lockdown pup, but that just happened to be when we got Mildred. She's a cockapoo called Mildred Barrett.
And Sarah.
Right.
And I have Juniper, the mini Dachshund, who I got as a direct result of this show, and she's only 2.5.
Sarah's so committed to the idea.
Wow. Were you a doggy person before?
Never had a dog, always wanted one. So she's made our dreams come true.
It's been really lovely, actually, to have Juniper as the sort of our podcast dog. Really, it's really nice. Yeah.
Yes. And none of them climb trees, because they are
I'm glad I've seen a photo of Millie, because I think I'd be saying, hang on a second, is this a dog or a cat you got?
No, it's really frightening, of course. You're stood there and you're thinking, what am I going to do? Am I going to run and catch her? She's quite heavy for an old man like me to catch. But she's, full of confidence. She loves all that stuff. And of course, I thought that she would never attack a squirrel. You think the best of these dogs, and they're sort of wild animals in a way. They've got their instinct. But I have seen her attack and kill a squirrel before. Which is quite a shocking thing. Yeah.
This is I think that's an Oh My Dog first, Alex. That a dog has actually caught the squirrel. Oh my goodness.
Well, the squirrel, I mean, I've seen the squirrel before. This must be a well-known thing where they play dead and they just lie there like that.
Oh, no.
And I saw that the first time. I thought, the squirrel's playing dead. And then I saw it again and it was actually dead.
Yeah, well, the squirrel's probably thinking, how the hell did it get up a tree?
Yeah. And have you...
No, that one was on the floor. That was on the
Have you been banned from the petting zoo now?
I can picture Millie going up the tree, but how does she get down?
Very steep, always very steep branches, near us. And she claws her way down, very, very, very strong claws.
Wow.
But, it's terrifying to watch. I'm hoping as she gets older she might.
I'd love to see that if you ever get the chance to just video it and send it in for us, because I think listeners will be intrigued. Maybe there'll be people going to write in and say, "Yeah, my dog does that as well." It's incredible.
I can find it on this very phone, and I will send it to you straight
That'd be amazing.
Oh, fantastic!
Brilliant.
The one thing, when I knew we were going to talk to you, I wanted to talk to you about voices that you use when you talk to Millie as opposed to when you're talking to us or members of your family, because I imagine you have an entire library of different voices.
I do. I've got a song which I sing, which is based on the kids when they were growing up, which was some parents might be aware of this one. I've got a body, a very busy body. It goes everywhere with me. And mine simply goes, I've got a doggy, a very pretty doggy. She goes everywhere with me.
Well,
no one knows that apart from my wife. So now everyone else knows it.
You're among friends. Honestly, we've all got those kind of mad moments that we have with our dogs.
And can I ask, Alex, does Millie like? I also have a song for Mildred, and Mildred absolutely loves it when I sing the song. She gets on her back. She wants the rubby bellies, she'll tap me. She'll literally hit me to sing the song.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm not singing the song, she'll go, the song, I want the song. So does Millie enjoy the song?
She likes, in terms of the hitting, she likes, the pouring you to rub her tum-tum.
Yes, yeah.
Tummy. Yeah. So that goes on quite a lot. And you know what it's like working from home, which increasingly happens. In fact, I've just set up a studio for my new podcast next door.
Yes.
And it's got lights and everything. And I didn't do it today for you guys just because the signal is better in here. But,
That's worrying.
I'm always at home. I mean, I actually don't like this working from home thing, and I can't. It would be so lovely just going. It's all taken care of, but of course that costs money. And if you're doing a podcast on the cheap, but so often I'm working at home, and I think, right, I'm set up, and then she will come and sort of do this, and you think I can't do that whilst I'm typing.
Yeah. When you're away, because I know you've extended your tour. Is it a one man show that you're doing, Alex? Is it called? It's Spectral Intercourse? It's called.
Yes. Well, it's my Clinton Baptiste character.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It's a character I played on Phoenix Nights.
And does Millie miss you a lot when you're away? What kind of reception do you get when you get back? And do you miss Millie? Of course, I'm sure you do.
Well, I do miss her. Do you know what is awful? Is she has taken to licking. A lot of dogs do this. It's a sort of nervous habit here.
Yes.
Just on.
Yes.
And it's
Mildred does that. Yeah.
It's red raw, and she went for injections the other day. And the vet said that I don't know whether there's something troubling, and it might be because I've been away so much on tour. And the vet was quite accusatory. I think, what am I supposed to do? I mean, you lot don't.
Yeah.
Someone's got to earn some money. I'll tell you what, I can't pay you in bonios, can I? So anyway, so there's sort of slightly, I think they think that that's me going away and sort of upsetting her. But
exactly.
You've never taken Millie to a gig?
No, definitely not. I mean, she's really quite wild. She's very, very sort of exuberant and got a lot of energy. And as she gets older, it doesn't seem to be getting any less. So we can't. I mean, we really can't take her away. I've got a new idea that I might buy some sort of camper van or something, because we can't take her and stay in any hotels or anything. She'd be scratching and causing havoc.
I'm so sorry. My dog walker is here and calling Mildred, so I've just got to. Mildred's hiding. So
go and sort that
out. I'm so sorry. At least it's on. At least it's on topic. I do apologise.
It's a dog-based interruption, which is fine. What kind of dog owner are you? I'm getting a pretty clear picture, actually, Alex. But is Millie allowed all over the place and the furniture and?
She's under the bed. Walkies.
Yes. I mean, it's we don't really have any boundaries, and I think people probably think we were the same with our kids. My wife is extraordinarily liberal about everything, and I'm a bit more 1950s about everything. But guess who rules the house?
I can well imagine. Yeah. And because so Millie's on the bed with you at night. We know this, and doesn't mind the snoring.
No. I mean, it's really lovely, but I mean, anyone who has their dog on their bed with them at night, there's a lot of this sort of pouring me. I want to go under the covers, then I'm too hot, come out. I'm sure it's not great for my night's sleep. But as you say, Jack, this thing about going to do a gig and you come back late at night and you pull up, it's lovely to have a dog come and
It's amazing.
It's really
the other week we had Chris Packham on the show, and we were fully expecting him to be a very serious and sensible dog owner, but he's exactly the same as us. And dogs on the bed, they're all over the place, so we're not alone. And he also said that their dog saliva is very good for you. Actually, it's full of antibiotics and natural stuff like that. So I thought, I felt vindicated. If the great expert does it, then maybe we're okay after all. The question that we always ask at the end of our interviews, though, Alex, is this, and I think we know the answer already, but because do you let Millie kiss you on the mouth?
I do. I don't want to be shot down in flames, but I do that. I don't particularly like it. I will do that straight after, and then I worry that I've offended her. But I don't offer the full lips. I might. I might do one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's my technique.
And that the full lips is for my wife only.
Okay.
And one day, she is going to kiss me on those.
We can all have our dreams.
Thank you so much for joining us, Alex. And of course, you're on tour with Clinton Baptiste. Do you ever? I'm sure the answer is no, but I might as well ask: does Millie ever see Clinton Baptiste? Do you ever do it for her?
Well, I tell you what. Yeah, I mean, I've got. Hold on.
Is he looking for the wig?
So, I have this. My office here is full of wigs and things that Clinton wears. I've got all this stuff, and I'm often in here doing cameos for people and memos, and as I say, I'm doing the podcast next door.
Yeah.
And so she often sees me scurrying backwards and forwards as Clinton, and in a big white silvery suit. Yeah. So,
if anyone ever broke into your house without knowing why you had all that stuff, I think they'd quickly want to leave, wouldn't they? It's obviously the home of a serial killer.
I mean, it is. I mean, also on this tour, I support myself because I'm so stingy. I won't pay for a support act. Yeah. So I play my other character, Barry from Watford, that I used to do on Steve Wright's show for ages. Yeah. So that, only this is sort of my kids have always had. There's all this stuff. It's a family, where's a Millie?
That's a shocking transformation.
I don't know. But it's it is a very strange thing, isn't it? You know this. Yeah. What a funny way to earn a living.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Barry from Watford and Clinton Baptiste and Alex Lowe. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Thanks,
see you on the road.
Cheers.
That was fantastic.
Oh, so great.
Alex Lowe is one of those people who I always think if, you hear about a TV program or a show and so Alex Lowe is in it, you just know it's going to be good. He's just such quality, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
Just that magic ability to transform himself, bit like Paul Whitehouse and Harry Enfield. Yes. They've got that thing that is just above what most people can do in terms of character acting. Wonderful. Yeah, good stuff.
Yes, an absolute pleasure to have him on as well. So yes, he's on tour, and that was just an absolute joy, and it was lovely talking to someone who, didn't have dogs growing up, wasn't kind of too into them, more of a cat guy, and now, as you can see, just completely besotted by dogs.
I still want to see the video of this dog climbing up a tree and back down again because it made me suspicious. I thought, hang on a second, is this some stunt he's pulled? He's actually got a cat and he's talking, just to see how much we actually know about dogs.
Got it in character.
Well, hopefully, he said he's going to send that to us, so we can look at that next week. In the meantime, that's that. Thanks for listening to Oh My Dog. We hope you enjoy getting to know a different side of our guests through their love of dogs.
Yeah, and please go and subscribe to us on Spotify and YouTube and sign up for our newsletter, all of which can be found at our website, omdpod.com. Email us at hello@omdpod.com and find us on Instagram at omdpod. You'll find loads of extra content there, videos, hopefully, of a dog climbing up a tree, not a cat, and send us your voice notes as well.
And please don't forget, just quickly, that Oh My Dog is now off the lead. Myself, Jack and Sarah now go off topic, away from dogs, and just carry on chatting other things. And that's on patreon.com/OMDpod. Lots of you have signed up already. It's lovely to have you there, and we're glad you're enjoying it so much. And we'll talk about whatever you want. If you want to send in anything that you want us to talk about, and it's completely off topic, doesn't have to be about dogs, we'll talk about it. And other than that, don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast to. And remember, a dog is for life, not just for podcasts.
So was that Michelle dropping Mildred off earlier?
No, that was TJ, the dog. That was the professional.
Okay. TJ's the one who takes Mildred out now, and Mildred looks forward to seeing.
Yes, although she was hiding.
Okay. I thought she'd had her walk.
She's spoiled. She likes walking.